And hello, you lovely folks. Thank you very much for tuning in. We are doing episode 2 of PlayCast, and it is a very special episode today because usually when I envisioned doing this podcast, I thought I just want to do one-to-one, one guest here, one guest there in every different episode. And we'll talk games and shit. But today, this is kind of a reunion. We are doing a KupoCon Final Fantasy, whatever the hell this is, special. And now today I am joined by the lovely Kevin.
Hello.
I'm also joined by Natalie.
Hi.
And I'm also joined by, what the hell are them two again? Kitty Jords. Actually, no, it's Jordan. And do you know what? I've actually forgotten your name. It's Jordy and Lindsay.
Oh my God. Hi. Hold on.
Yeah, these two are in Michigan. They're in a restaurant right now. So you'll see what the shenanigans that happened that led up to that in the bloopers at the very end of the episode. Please don't skip the episode. Please listen to us. I'm trying not to beg right now. I swear I'm not. So yeah, this is pretty much the first time I've actually heard you guys your voices since we departed from KupoCon in. Well, it was this month, wasn't it? It was
beginning of this month.
3 weeks ago. 3-4 weeks ago. God.
Oh, yeah. God.
How has it been that long? It's ridiculous. So, yeah. What I'm going to do, actually, with this is we're going to talk about KupoCon. But first of all, I'm going to ask each and every one of you, how did you actually discover KupoCon? And I'm actually going to start with Natalie here.
I actually found it on Facebook. I just came across an ad for it. And then I was like, wow, that sounds really cool. And I harassed Tom and Emily into coming with me.
You sure Tom didn't, say, KupoCon was actually the pub, not KupoCon?
Not that time. I think he said the pub.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. When was that actually? You saw the ad on Facebook? Which was your first one?
Oh, was the Big Pom.
Of course. Before me. Okay. Yeah.
That
so
was
what about
weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's I just want to know how I don't think I've ever asked everybody this question, so I thought it'd be a good one to start off with. So, Kevin,
Mine is almost the same story as Natalie's. It's just I follow 1,000,001 Final Fantasy pages on Facebook, and I love cons to death. And I saw an ad for Final Fantasy convention, so me and my friend went up to Big Pom, and I can barely stand any other con now because KupoCon's really the only one for me now.
Yeah, does it feel like if you go to another con, it feels like you're cheating on it?
Yeah, and it's nothing even close to it.
Yeah.
I had fun at all the others, but really now that whenever I go to a con that's not KupoCon, I'm like, oh, cool. I'm looking at merch, visit the casts. That's about it.
Right. I don't know which one you two want to start, but Jordy or Lindsay, where did you discover KupoCon and what was your first one?
So I found it very similar. I was looking up cons to go to in Toronto because it's where I'm from, and I was just very bored with the community. And then I found KupoCon on Facebook because Facebook, and I was very poor at the time, so I'm like, hey, I should just volunteer, and the rest is history.
So what was your first one? Was that the Pomtario?
Pomtario, yeah.
Ah, yes, Pomtario. Good times. And what about you, Jordy?
Oh no, that was me. Let me give it to Lindsay.
See, this is the thing. You're both at the restaurant. It's just a little difficult to differentiate. But also that was you. Okay, cool. What about you, Lindsay?
Last year at the Toronto one, Pomtario. Yeah, I can never remember the name. That was my first one, and I found out about it because I had planned on going to Distant Worlds. In Toronto that same weekend, and KupoCon had popped up as something else I might be interested in, and I had been dating somebody at the time who was also a pretty big Final Fantasy fan, and we decided to make a weekend of it, and put ourselves down for the convention and for the Distant Worlds concert.
Oh, very interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. Like the majority of you have actually, you've been to the bigger pom. That's not the bigger pom. I'm sorry. I mean the big
pom.
The bigger pom. I have literally got the bigger pom on the brain because I'm going to see most of you all. Like I'm going to see most of you and the rest of it, most of the rest of the nights of the round pom at the bigger pom. So yeah, but this is the thing. I shouldn't actually be thinking about that. I've got the wee pom next to go to. As for myself, actually, mine was a completely different story. I did hear about the big pom, but I'd only heard about it afterwards. So it's a bit of an interesting story. I'm part of this, I'm not really on it very much anymore, but I am part of this website called TLS, which is the livestream.net. I was a forum goer going on for, gosh, at that point, 6, 7, 8 years maybe. And I found out about KupoCon just before the big pom. And I remember we actually had Alan. We had Alan first before anybody discovered. He was a member of TLS before he started to help out with KupoCon. So he's like, I'm going to offer my services. And I didn't think much of it at the time. And then I heard about the bigger pom. I thought, oh, that sounds great. And then literally, I think it must have been about a week before the Minder Pom, a load of us were going to go to the one in London, which was Minder Pom. And they were just like, you should come. And I wasn't too sure at the time. At the time, I did have the time booked off, but I don't know why I didn't think it was in hindsight. I actually had time off to play Mass Effect Andromeda. And if anybody who's ever played this game, you kind of know how kind of mediocre it was at the time. So I'd booked off the Thursday because that Thursday that week, it was out. I played it on the Thursday and I thought, well, on the Friday, okay, I'll go to London. I'll meet up with everybody. I thought I didn't really think much of KupoCon at the time. So I went down, met everybody. It was fantastic. The day event was fantastic. The night event was fantastic. I thought, holy shit, my life is not going to be the same again. And you guys probably know the rest is pretty much history. Minder Pom was very, 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 it was very special. It's probably one of my favorite cons ever. I've never been to many cons myself until I come to this one. So, yeah, that was my story. How was yours?
Yeah, that was more than a story than mine. Mine was just find it on an ad. But you actually had a journey.
I'm just I don't know. I was like, right, let's keep this short, and then it goes, no, actually, this is not really a short story. It's quite kind of a long story, but and hey, anyway, the most important thing is we've been to several of these events. I don't know if everyone's been to more. Well, I'm presuming. Well, yes, you guys are.
You're the champion.
No, I wasn't going to say. I was going to say I'm presuming that everybody has more than one, and I think we all have.
Right, yeah.
Your answers. Mm. And the important thing here today is we're all here. We are together. We have made very strong friendships as a result of this. And we all chatted on Facebook for like a year before the last one, which was Pom Saucer, I believe. I'm getting confused.
Yep.
I am getting so confused with all the names. It's just so hard to keep up with.
There's just too many Poms.
It's all about
with me, the Poms kind of went full circle. Is because I had so much fun at Big Pom. I've been to 3, by the way.
Yeah.
I had so much fun at Big Pom, and I'm like, all right, next one's in Toronto. I'm going to go to that one. I'm actually going to cosplay and talk to people.
Yes.
And so my experience was heightened even more because I actually was able to make a few friends. Everybody liked my cosplay, and it was even more loads of fun. And because I talked to those people, we were able to make the Knights of the Round Pom group. And then Pom Saucer was the culmination of that when we all actually got to meet for the first time.
Exactly. Yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, God, what was I going to say? I literally, just as you were saying that, and I was listening, it's just the fact that I just quickly looked at the KupoCon website just to say, right, come on, there's got to be one event that does not have the word Pom in, and oh my God, no. They literally have Pom in every single event. It is mental.
I still think that Pom Saucer should have been Pom Hortons. Kevin and I are very much on the same page with that.
Definitely. We were harassing Alex for probably a month before he revealed the Pom Saucer name. And we were calling it Pomterio 2. And in the art for Pomterio, in the backgrounds, you see a Tim Hortons. But instead of Tim Hortons, it's called
really?
Pom Hortons.
Really? I don't even... What? I didn't even see that.
Kevin and I went so in depth trying to solve the mystery of the new name. Like we had ridiculously existential conversations. It was ridiculous.
And it's called Pom Hortons instead of Tim Hortons in the background of the art. So we thought we cracked the code, and that was the next one.
Oh yeah, I just seen it actually. Well, that's probably just because I'm the ignorant British person, and I don't know why I've never done this. I'll probably have to do this when I go to Vancouver. If I go to Vancouver, I'm not too sure if I'm going yet, but I'm going to try. I've never been to Tim Hortons. I've never been. I've been to Canada twice now. Wait, twice?
Yes.
Hold on a minute. No, 3 times. As I've been to Toronto twice and Vancouver once. I've never been to Tim Hortons. Never. But I'm not a big coffee person anyway. So
yeah, that's what I was going to say. I remember you saying
you
you
know
were
that
a
it's
coffee
more than
person.
just coffee, right?
It's breakfast and yumminess.
The breakfast is
Kevin
pretty
knows. Kevin knows. Natalie knows.
It's my life.
Amy doesn't know.
I don't know because like I have dietary restrictions anyway, so I'm just like I think at a lot of places where I'm just like probably not that. But listen, guys, if you go to Vancouver, you got to take me to Tim Hortons at some point. If there are Tim Hortons in Vancouver. In Vancouver.
In America, there's Tim Hortons, so we might be able to bring you to one in Bigger Pom.
Ooh.
Although
yeah, definitely.
I think the ones in Canada are a little bit better.
Oh, they are.
Ooh.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were gonna like have a Canadian ball here. Okay.
No,
I'm disappointed.
Also, yeah, we accept defeat. Tim Hortons is Canada's home. Canada is Tim Hortons' home.
Yeah. Tom's from Buffalo, so they're all obsessed with Tim Hortons, so we went a bunch of times, and I was like, this is kind of like a glorified Dunkin' Donuts. But the one in Canada is better.
Yeah, like
the ones there.
Isn't like the biggest coffee chain in America. It's pretty much Starbucks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was in Seattle, which is the place where it started, there was like a Starbucks in every single corner. It's strange because back home we actually have Starbucks back home, but the most popular coffee. I'm going to say coffee cream. Okay, cool. Coffee. Yeah, chocolate coffee needs to be a thing. The most popular coffee chain that we actually have here is something called Costa Coffee, and I don't think you guys have it.
No, I've never heard of it before now.
It doesn't really have many chains outside the UK. Yeah. That's just made me think about the other day when we were just talking about coffee and stuff. I was like, yeah, there's Tim Hortons. I never went. We'll have to remedy that next year. But there's also a few other things we're going to be doing next year as well. I'm hoping to commit to it, but we did talk about dyeing my hair, didn't we?
Yeah.
I'm still kind of committed to it. I'm not 100% committed yet.
If we put enough liquor in you, I'm sure you'll say yes.
Oh, come on, darling. I will say mostly yes to anything when I am, if not everything, when I am intoxicated.
Oh, Jordy just put a whole bunch of notes in her notebook now.
Oh yeah, I
you
can
have
imagine.
No idea.
Sometimes my KupoCon wife knows me better than myself.
I've gone up to wife now?
I thought you were. Oh wow, I'm a little bit upset here. Wow.
She rapped about you.
I thought we were like the sister mans. I didn't realize we were up to wifeys. Oh my.
Hey, darling. Oh, actually, we may not be able to because that person is in your life now. So
yeah, you got Jake.
Yeah, sorry, Jake.
Oh no.
That's what you get for dating, Jordy.
Oh Lord. Lindsay's like, that's what you get for dating. I don't know if you can hear her.
Anyway, yeah, so like that's how getting back to KupoCon here, man, geez. So that's how we actually, we've gone to our first KupoCon and we all eventually met at Pom Salsa. Though to be fair, like some of us already met other people like before. I mean, Kevin, we were actually talking like at Pom Salsa, we were saying how crazy it was because we actually kingered behind each other at Ontario.
Yeah, I was right behind you in the kinga.
Yeah, and who would have thought a year later we'd be like, bruh, what's up, bruh?
We're all broskies.
Yeah, broskies.
Who would have thought that you would have invited me into the hotel room where a drunken Liam, or I was drunk, I don't know if Liam was drunk, but tried to teach me
Everyone was drunk, I think.
Oh my god, yes.
That's true. And tried to teach me how to play Mario Kart, and I was losing, and he's like, no, you want to press the button now. Mario Kart. Mario Kart.
No.
Is it Mario Kart?
It's Mario.
I'm sorry,
It's
Mario
Mario.
Kart. I'm being corrected.
Calling Mario this whole time.
Oh my god, okay,
Mario.
it's my Canadian accent, okay?
It's Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
It's Mario
me,
Kart.
Mario.
It's a me, the Mario. Sorry.
We can bring it for the next one.
Oh,
yeah.
my god.
Yes.
Yes.
See, thing is,
Maybe I won't be drunk.
I don't know what your guys' plans are for like New Jersey, but I'm in New Jersey for a week, so I don't know what you guys want to do. But I'm gonna be there for a week. I don't have my plans out, but I have my flights booked. Nothing else has been done yet.
Do you ever have plans outlined?
Yes, usually by now I actually have everything done. Actually I have started talking about hotel arrangements with some friends, but I'm not too sure like what the plan is after KupoCon, because I usually do my touristy stuff before KupoCon, but this time I'm actually doing KupoCon and then the touristy stuff, so it's very scary new territory for me.
I believe in you.
Thank you, darling. You better come. Just come to the come to Bigger Pom. Do it.
I will see. I don't know what my life is holding at that point.
See, we will drag you there. We don't care
I know
if
you're going to drag me, Kevin. I'm sure you will have Adam kidnap me.
Yeah.
Natalie's going to break some legs.
Yeah.
Listen, girl, I can get on the flight. Well, actually, I can't do it right now, but I will get on the flight and I will kidnap you. I don't know when, but it'll happen.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, I've got the wee pom next month, but I'm going to tease you guys. I actually know a few things that are going to be happening, and I'm not going to talk about it because I'm not going to talk about it because
Wait, Alex, you can't bring it up then.
No, but I just thought I'm going to tease you guys because I know a few things. And I'm just like,
you know things about wee pom or bigger pom?
Wee pom. Oh no, God no, not bigger pom. No,
we don't know anything. We're not going to wee pom, so you might as well spill the beans.
I'm not spilling any beans in case anybody hears this.
Spill the beans.
Guys, I will tell you later. Not like later today. I will tell you on the day.
As I said, she's gonna wait until she's there. She's gonna call us in our little group chat.
Yeah.
She's gonna pull an Emily and make the actual group call to the Knights.
You do know at Bigger Pom when we call, well, no, not at Bigger Pom, in our Buffalo meetup in March.
Yes.
Emily has to be the one to call Amy, so it'll be full circle.
Wait, I don't understand. Why is it gonna be Emily?
Emily keeps fucking the chat.
Keeps what? Sorry.
She keeps on accidentally making video chats in the group chat.
Oh,
she just really wants to see your beautiful face, Amy.
Oh, bless her. Is she going to be at the Bigger Pom?
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank fuck for that. This is the thing.
All of us are, including Jordy.
Yeah.
Yes, she's coming. Jordy's coming. Of course she is. She has to come. Silence. Anyway, so we talked. Yeah, so we've done that. I'll tell you wee pom stuff. Just I'm not under any like disclosure stuff, but there are a few surprises basically that I'm kind of involved in, so I can't really talk about them. But I'm just teasing you. I will tell you all probably after it's happened when I'm pissed drunk when on the video call.
We're gonna call you as it's happening.
Yes.
Right.
All I'm going to say is something will happen. I'm involved. I don't know who I'm going to turn to, but I'm going to get somebody to get my phone and record it. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be magical. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be emotional, but it's going to be happy tears. That's all.
Now I got to go to Glasgow.
Ah, come on. Go on, laddie. Come to Glasgow. Come on, go to Glasgow. Actually, I don't.
Go to Glasgow.
Oi.
You.
Yeah.
Oi. You. Yeah.
Just activated the Mo in all of us.
Yeah. So I have the wee pom next. You guys, yes, even Jordy has the bigger pom next.
Yep.
Next.
Yep.
No, I'm saying I'm not going. It's just like that we're all going in. Yeah.
Yep. That's going to be our next one after.
I'm glad it's only 6 months. I mean, those 6 months are going to fly. They will fly.
Only 6 months, she says.
I say that as well. Like I have FanFest I actually have FanFest in Paris. Like literally the weekend after, and I'm happy actually because Alex is actually going. He's actually going to be there. So, yeah, might be plotting some things, might not be plotting some things. Who knows?
Well, 6 months is a lot easier than the year-long waits that I've had in between KupoCons.
Yeah,
That's true.
To be fair, it's even for me. Like I know it's 6 months for you guys, but even for me, it's going to be 5 months as well. So I'm kind of almost feeling your pain.
Because I had January to December.
You can always come to me and just find the next one and go volunteer at it and just pay for your flight and stuff. I mean, it's for Vancouver.
Exactly.
True.
I've also said,
I want to go to Vancouver. I do.
You should. Vancouver.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Jordy knows. I don't know you to Pomtropolis, which I still find it hard. I still find it hard to say that because I'm just glimpses of memories of me falling off a chair at some point.
Wait. You did.
It actually happened. I thought it was like a bad dream or something.
I witnessed it. It was there. It was fantastic. I will never wipe that from my brain ever.
So Johnny knows it's a beautiful hotel. It is a beautiful hotel. I really, really enjoyed that hotel. I've stayed in not bragging. I've stayed in a lot of hotels, but it's a fantastic venue, and I'm glad they are going back to the Pinnacle Harbourfront, by the way. If you guys didn't know. Yeah, I think you knew, Jordy.
I did hear about that.
Yeah, so they're going back. Well, I think he's announced it actually. They are going back. I can't wait to go. I mean, I still don't know if I'm staying in a room or not. I'm not too sure. Thing is, I did say, like a friend said, I could crash there, but ideally, I do want to see if I can just crash in somebody's room the night of the event as well. I want to just crash somewhere, which would be nice because I don't want to go all the way back over to their place when I'm absolutely.
I feel like someone will put a Warrior of Light up. I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, but it's a fantastic hotel. I liked it. Do you remember, Jordy? Do you remember that there? And I'm pretty sure I don't remember what his name was. I'm not going to mention his name, but I remember it. But the waiter pretty much hated us, and he wore the smile as if to say, "I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you in your sleep." Kind of smile. Yep. Oh man, dude, how did he put up with us that night?
I literally thought like he was going to kick us out like 27 times, and especially when we started to play Tribe Pom. And he just kind of gave us the most disdainful look ever. Like, really? You're playing card games? Children's card games at my table?
Well, Jordy seduced our bartender for Pom Saucer, so you should have just seduced him.
Well, she seduced the barmaid at Pomtropolis for me as well, actually, as it goes.
I can't.
She knows. She got the barmaid to put more vodka in my drink. I don't think I have the most flattering voice or face, so I think she just went up to her and just was like, "Hey, girl, my British girl needs my vodka. I'll meet you back in like 5 minutes." Or at least that's how I imagine this. Is that how I imagine the conversation going?
It was nothing like that. There was no flirting at all. It was just conversation. That's all it was. Thank you so much. That's all it was. Literally,
it was fine. It was that and ...
question mark?
Yes, I believe that.
There is no question mark. Only Zool.
Oh, Jordy, you were so drunk that night, but we were both so drunk. It was such a good night.
I'm sorry. What happened to Miss? I never forget anything I talk about when I'm drunk.
Well,
what is this teaching you're giving me?
I forgot, right? Okay, I will hold my hands up. I forgot that, and I actually just recently had I'm not going to mention what it was, but I had a thing recently.
6 years Eve.
Yeah, I had a thing recently, a few weeks ago. I got very intoxicated. Yeah, actually, I think I messaged you guys when it was happening, and
oh yes, you did.
There are still a few things I'm trying to remember from that night, but apparently I was very good. I was just going around loving people and stuff, just like I do at KupoCon. It was all good.
I wish I could remind you what happened, but the majority of the things you sent us weren't English.
Yeah.
It was Amy-isms. Amy-isms is what we're going to call them.
Amy-isms. I like that. We're kind of. So I'm trying to get back full circle here. So we've actually discussed, like, KupoCon, like our first ones, our first experiences. Oh my, this is getting so lewd. Let's talk about our love for Final Fantasy, because at the end of the day, KupoCon is a Final Fantasy fan event. They never call themselves a convention, so to say, even though it's like KupoCon, so to say. what got you into Final Fantasy? And I'm going to start with Lindsay this time. What got you into Final Fantasy? What was your first one?
Give me 2 seconds to grab her. She's like face first in a burger. Hold on. And her fingers are covered in mayo. Hold on.
This is getting really sexy.
Face first in a burger, yes, please.
I've taken a break from my burger.
Oh, thank you so much. What was your first Final Fantasy, and how did you get into it?
My first Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy IV, aka 2, on the Super Nintendo.
Ooh.
So I grew up with that game. My mom was the first one who put a controller in my hand growing up, and I played that game over and over and over and over again. And then after that, I believe 6 would have been the next one that I played. And then
that's so good.
I spent a lot of time on 8, 9, 10. Basically, I've played them all at this point. But 4 was the first one. And I think it's definitely had a pretty big impact on my life because my parents worked a lot. So they was kind of my babysitter, to be honest. So it was just, I don't know. It's really cool, and it was really awesome when I found people that had the same kind of idea of how the games affected their lives. Because I always felt like really weird for being so passionate about it.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with being passionate about Final Fantasy. I mean, I kind of felt the same. Like when I was younger, I felt kind of embarrassed almost. But I'll come over to that story in the moment. But Final Fantasy IV, I've never actually played that one. I haven't played.
Oh, yeah, you said you've never played any post 7, right?
Pre-7, but yes.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm.
Yeah. Actually,
pre-post, whatever.
Yeah, I do intend to do a quest. An actual quest, a challenge with myself to actually do 1 to 6. I don't know whether I should do it by the bigger Pom or Pom X or the Vancouver one. I'm not too sure, but next year is New Year's resolution. I mean, this is like starting a little bit early for me, like New Year's resolution to start playing the older ones because I'm clearly missing out. So
you definitely are missing out.
Yes, I am missing out on some great nostalgia there. And since you piped up, Kevin, I'm going to ask you next. What was your first Final Fantasy, and how did you get into it? Pretty much.
My first was 7, but I actually, when I was a baby, I was told by my mom when she needed me to quit crying, she would put me in my high chair, put my baby food in front of me, and start playing Final Fantasy IV again, like 2.
Ooh.
On Super Nintendo, and that was the only game because she was big into games too growing up, and that was the only game that would get me to stop crying. She would play others, but I was just absorbed into it.
Oh, wow.
And fast forward, actually skipped PlayStation 1 era, didn't play any Final Fantasies originally when I had my PS1, and guilty secret of mine, I don't like to reveal much, is that Kingdom Hearts 2 was my introduction into playing Final Fantasy. I was always interested in it, but seeing Cloud and Squall and all those characters in that made me want to go back and play Final Fantasy. And that's when I picked up 7 for my PlayStation 1. And everything else was history, and just played every single one since then.
Oh, wow. So you found yourself, like, compared to, like, other people, you found yourself, like, just slightly late coming into Final Fantasy of us, maybe, though, withstanding, because obviously we've not asked everybody which their first one was. You came into it just a little bit later than, your stereotypical fan.
I wish because my first console was the PlayStation 1, and I was always interested in it. Mm-hmm. But, I kind of keep that part a secret because of how much I adore Final Fantasy, and everybody talks about how they played it growing up as a child, and I really didn't until early teenage years when I got into 7. So I feel a little bit behind everyone.
Well, you don't need to feel ashamed of it. I mean, if playing Kingdom Hearts has actually got you into Final Fantasy, who knows? You might not even sat here right now talking with us. Think of it that way.
Very, very true. Oh, I love Kingdom Hearts, but Final Fantasy is the passion for me.
Yeah, I'm on the topic of Kingdom Hearts. I'm really looking forward to the third one coming out. I don't think I'm going to get it straight away because I have such a backlog of games to get through right now. But I'm definitely going to pick that up at some point as well. But yeah, there's a few. I think there's going to be a few Kingdom Hearts related stuff happening at the Wii Pom, and I won't be surprised if it actually brings that to the bigger Pom as well. Speaking of KupoCon, so yeah, I'll have to let you guys know. I mean, Flynn is the voice of Reno from Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, and Axel from Kingdom Hearts series is actually going to be a guest at the Wii Pom, and that was really unexpected. I was happy.
Jealous as
yes,
I was angry.
I was very content with having Robbie Raymond, or is it Raymond Robbie? I'm so sorry, I can't remember his name. The voice actor of Prompto to actually come. I thought, oh, this is great. Like, we got a new voice actor. This is fantastic. You know, kind of like how we had like Amy Shields like coming to Pom Saucer.
We usually get at least one new actor per event.
Yes, exactly. So don't feel ashamed for it. Like, you know, people have their different ways of like getting into the series. I mean, I'm going to hand this over to Natalie now. What was your first? Sorry to drop you in the deep end here.
My first one was 7. I think I had something similar to Kevin, where when I played the first Kingdom Hearts, and that's what got me into it.
You're not alone.
I might have been.
I'm so surprised.
Might have been like elementary or middle school, I think. But then I started playing all of the sequels to 7. After I finished that and just kept going. It was also a really kind of big thing for me too, because I had grown up playing piano, but I just really hated it. And when I discovered Final Fantasy, I just fell in love with the music, and that's what got me back into it.
And you did you cosplay Sephiroth at Pom Saucer? Was it you?
Yeah, I did.
Yes,
yep.
Thank God for that. So you did that. The fact when you were saying like, oh, it means like such a big deal to you, I thought, well, yeah, actually, I was so sure that you cosplay Sephiroth, and it actually shows. It shows because you put your time into the outfit, and you've ended up with Pom Saucer as everybody's favorite silver-haired villain. Now the question is going to go over to my lovely lady, Jordy.
Thank you, wifey. My first one, ironically, was 8.
Ooh.
Yeah. And that one will always hold a really special place in my heart for a number of reasons now. But 8 was just so groundbreaking, because literally I went from an N64 to a PS1, and I was like, wow, look at these mind-blowing graphics. Woo!
Cool story,
and
bro.
just with 8, it's just the story was so incredible. And then all the theories that my friends had about it, like, nah, man, Squall's really dead, and yeah, you know, Ultimisha, that's really Renoa. And I was like,
oh man, yeah,
or 13,
those
and like,
yeah, those are the two theories that I constantly hear about, and you know, they still have so much attention today. And when you think about it, you know, they're actually pretty good theories.
Oh, for sure. And like, I still believe that, you know, in that the end of the disc 1, where, you know, things are going to hell and then stuff happens. I don't want to spoil in case someone somehow has not yet played it.
Somehow.
But it's quite a few years old now.
I mean, okay, so, you know, when he gets impaled with the ice thing, I'm just like, there's no way he's going to live through that. Like,
the icing.
You know what? I'm halfway through a mac and cheese here, so my linguistic skills are perishing, along with, you know, being replaced with curds and cheese.
Oh man, you're making me hungry now. I want to share with us.
I can't. I wish I'd taken a picture and sent this to you, because this is, Michigan, I love you.
So one day we will get the technology where we will be having food, and if somebody calls up and says, hey, are you having food? Yeah, sure, here, have some. And you will be able to grab the food, and you will just put it through the screen, and it will come out the screen of the person who was calling. I mean, it would be unfortunate if it just ended up in their face, but you know, trial and error and all that. Yeah, I was gonna say like 8's an interesting one. My first Final Fantasy was 7. A lot of people say that 7 is my first. It was very important to me. I used to go around to my cousin's house every so often, and I'd end up trying to play it, and I tried every single time just because I couldn't save the game. I tried every single time to try and see how far I could go. It was the same with Pokemon Yellow as well on the original Game Boy. That's what I do. I try as far as I could, and unfortunately, yeah, it was the first one I played, but the first one I actually owned was 8. So both of those games kind of have a special place in my heart. I played 8 to hell, so I can absolutely relate to where you're coming from, Jordy. So many theories from that game. And yeah, Triple Triad. And hello, it's evolved into Tripom, which is the card game of KupoCon.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm actually looking at some Tripom cards here. Very, very pretty indeed. I have some stuff I should actually, I'm looking at my spares right now. I'm actually not looking at my collection, but yeah, I'm going to have to see if I can try and either trade or just give some of these away. And I'm also looking at the Bank of Mog, the notes and stuff as well. So, yeah. So
we gotta teach Natalie how to play soon.
Oh yeah, definitely. Natalie, have you ever played Final Fantasy VIII?
Yeah, I play Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah, yeah.
Tripom. We gotta teach her.
Yeah, it's
well, so
yeah, go on.
You've never played Triple Triad in 8 then?
Yeah, it's just been a really long time. I haven't
Okay.
Played.
I mean, I think the rules, like same and stuff, can get like very complicated. I mean, unless I'm like completely up to date with like the rules and stuff, I tend to just play like the the normal rules.
Yeah, rules can get a little insane.
Speaking of which, I think the next thing with now that Tripom's become so popular, I think the next thing that should be done, and I'm not so sure why it's not been done. It's not a criticism on well, at least not on my part. Is I wondered if it could go ahead and make give out these Tripom boards, maybe. I mean, for avid collectors, I think that'd be a good thing because they already do They just started to do the folders, the Tripom folders, where you can put your cards in sleeves. I think maybe Tripom boards could be a good thing.
Oh, like playing boards?
Yeah, like playing boards, like something similar to the actual game in Final Fantasy VIII, maybe, but their own version. Yeah, unless they don't do that already, do they?
They have the playing mats, but they don't have places for the cards.
Yes, so like
of Tripom.
See, these are like they're actually mouse mats. Like I have the Zidane one right now on my desk, but that's what I thought they would just were. I thought they were just like mouse mats. And it's an interesting story because I actually wanted the Cloud one at Pontario, and then somebody took it, and I was a little upset at the time, but then I was like, well, actually, I want the Zidane one. It's Trans Zidane. I mean, how can you not like Trans Zidane? And that's going to actually come on to my next subject, guys. Favorite Final Fantasies. I'll go first with this one. And I think you guys may already know this, but my favorite Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy 9. As I've just talked about. I didn't know that. You didn't?
No, I thought it was 7.
No. Oh, 7 is in my top 5. I mean, my top 5 is number 5 is actually it depends on the mood. Right now, 8 is my 5th, 4th is Final Fantasy 7, 3rd is Final Fantasy 15, 2 is Final Fantasy 10, and Final Fantasy 9 is my favorite. Don't think that will ever change. And 9 just appeals to me so much. The graphics, the story, there's just too many things about 9 I could talk about. I could be here for I could do a whole podcast or two to talk about Final Fantasy 9, but I think it's compared to every other entry, I think it is just so underrated. Mm-hmm. I think it is fantastic. But yeah, that is my favorite Final Fantasy. And Vivi. Vivi is my favorite character. How could you not love Vivi? So, Kev, what's your favorite Final Fantasy?
See, I'm wishy-washy. It's between 4 and 7.
Ooh.
7, I think it is because of the nostalgia attached to it being my first.
Mm-hmm.
But there's Cloud and Tifa and Barrett are also iconic as a party.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's always up there. And Sephiroth is definitely my favorite villain of any of them. But with 4, it's the first time really, of course Aerith, but with the party members constantly dying in 4, spoiler alert, that game's even older than 8, so we're good. it was the only one where like I felt really a sense of urgency for all the characters in 4, where they were constantly on the run and against the clock. And obviously I cosplay Sid from 4 a lot. So yeah, it's between those two. I really don't know. Probably 7 now, but tomorrow it could be definitely different.
So it would depend on where your mood takes you.
Yeah, what I played last usually.
Yeah. So I'm going to throw this one.
It's kind of a tie,
Mm-hmm.
but I'd have to say the favorite to Final Fantasy X.
Ooh, good choice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can't wait till it actually gets delivered. But best boyfriend ever got me best shirt ever, which is Christmas Titus laughing, and it's that awkward laugh scene. But instead of like ha ha ha, it's ho ho ho.
Oh man.
I am so excited to get that T-shirt and to wear it for everything, even when it's inappropriate.
Exactly. I mean, that scene, like, I think back when we all first like saw it. I mean, presuming everyone here has played Final Fantasy X, I think when we all saw that scene, it didn't really make much sense. But I feel like now that I'm older, I feel like that scene makes a lot more sense. It's just like it's just a nice little silly moment in all the sad stuff that's going on in Spira, I guess.
Well, it's part of why I find 10 to be one of my, like, probably my favorite. Next to 13's right behind it, but 10. Yeah, it's really endearing when you think about the whole story. You got to think of the story as a whole, though.
Yeah. It's just one of those games that like it just taps into the emotional aspects for myself, basically.
I cried so much.
I mean, 9, I say like 9 does that as well. I mean, everything was just like, it was almost flawless for me, but 10 is a very...
Prepare to hate me, I've never played 9.
We need to correct that immediately.
Lindsay just freaked out too.
Yeah, Lindsay, I don't blame you. I'm going to move this on to actually, Lindsay, I'm going to move this on. You know, you can...
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you can express your shock, Lindsay. You know, Jordy's never played 9 and she needs to do that. But my question for you now is, as always, everybody else who's going to answer this, what is your favorite Final Fantasy?
Are you asking me? I just finished switching over.
I like this system. I like this like rota you've got going.
We'll stop. I mean, we're going to be back in the car in a minute, but while we're sitting at the table, it was hard to share the headphones. So
it's all good. It's all good. This is just the kind of shenanigans PlayCast. Well, we're only on episode 2, so God knows what's going to happen in the next one. So yeah,
that's the thing you gotta be looking forward to.
Exactly. You know what? Yeah, embrace the unexpected. I mean, it might be bad, but also it may be pretty good at the same time. You just don't know what you're going to expect, and I don't know what I'm going to expect for your answer. So I ask, my dear Lindsay, what is your favorite Final Fantasy?
Well, I've actually debated that for a really long time, but I guess I would still have to say that Final Fantasy IV is my favorite. I've played every single Final Fantasy, and I would still have to say that's my favorite. And I actually still own the original cartridge from when I was a kid for that game.
Wow.
I'm not exactly sure why. I mean, yeah, it was the first game I ever played. I'm not usually big on nostalgia, though, for any reason, for labeling something as a favorite. But the story and the characters were just so, especially for the time period, just unique. And it was a more personalized video game than anything I'd ever played before. So it certainly has a special place in my heart. And I can replay it today and still enjoy it as much as I did before.
Exactly. I mean, I can understand where you're coming from. But for me, like, I can understand where you're coming from, and I say 9 as well. Like, personally, just because it feels like it was like the end of an era. Like, it was the last Final Fantasy on PlayStation 1 as well. So I don't know. There's so many reasons I like that, but yeah, I can understand. Like, I know a lot of people will just like try and use nostalgia as an excuse, but I don't know. Nostalgia can be a good thing at the same time. It's just like, it's nice to look back, you know, and embrace those old titles and just look to see where it's brought the current titles to where they are right now. So last, but certainly not least, Natalie, Final Fantasy, your favorite Final Fantasy, Natalie?
I mean, I'd probably have to go with 7. I mean, it could also be partially the nostalgia factor, but I just remember just falling in love with the characters and the story when I played it, and the music, and it was different than other things I'd played before. So it was a really good experience for me, especially getting more into the series.
Mm-hmm. Are you looking forward to the remake if it ever comes out?
Yeah, that's second part is definitely.
I was going to say the big if.
I was going to raise it as a point. It's just why I deliberately left you to last. after your little comments about 7 about your first Final Fantasy, I was like,
yeah, that's
going to be her favorite. Do we ever think it's ever going to come out? I don't think it's going to come out in the current generation. I don't think
no,
so.
I think it's going to be a launch title for PlayStation 5. That's my theory.
They're definitely
and Xbox, Xbox Z as well, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am really, 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 really disappointed with the lack of news, especially at E3. And there wasn't a PlayStation Experience this year as well, which we did hear some more about the last PlayStation Experience event. So I don't know.
Especially with Square Enix holding their own event at E3. They never do that. And I thought that meant Final Fantasy VII news.
Right, and I was like, no 7. But it just kind of disappointed me anyway, because it was stuff had already been shown before it had been put online. So it was like, well, why are you doing this? Like, why did you put it online? You could have just left it a bit of a surprise for us. And it was only half an hour long. I was like, I wonder how much that cost to put together.
And their big thing was the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, but if I remember right, it was the same trailer that was shown on Microsoft's event the day before.
Exactly. It just felt like it undermined the whole thing. Personally, I don't know, but I do remember. I think I read somewhere that once Kingdom Hearts 3 had been released and everything was fine, they were going to turn a lot of the team's attention onto the remake. But they keep recruiting people for the remake, and I'm like, yeah, it's going to be like the 2020s by the time it comes out, at the very least.
The thing that worried me the most is that Nomura is the director on Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7.
Yes,
and he said he was one of the people that said, "Okay, now that Kingdom Hearts 3 is finished, I can focus on Final Fantasy 7." And I'm like, wait, you weren't already working on it?
Exactly, yeah. That's what, those comments just confused me. I was just like, wait, mate. You haven't done this? Wait, what has your role been in Final Fantasy 7 Remake the entire time?
And with them cutting the team that was working on it originally, I want to know how much they actually kept.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because apparently they redesigned the characters, and we haven't seen any of that yet. Yeah, they're being way too vague for my taste.
It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, the majority of the story that we know will be there, but I'm wondering if they're going to add anything new.
I think they have to.
Yeah.
Well, there's one thing I want them to keep, but they're probably going to take it out anyway. Port. I know in the PlayStation 4 port and maybe the Steam port they took it out, but I really want them to keep or have some reference to it at least. This guy Arsik.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got to keep some reference to that. That's an iconic line.
Yeah, he's the best character in the Midgar slums. Is the sick man.
Yeah. It's like, this guy are sick. And it's like, I didn't even notice that until it was pointed out years ago. I mean, I don't think you would really take notice of it as a kid. It's like, you just say, all right, this guy are sick, blah, blah, blah. And then I played it years later. I was like, wait, what? How have I not noticed this? This is news to me. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm glad they're actually, I mean, Steve Burton is doing the voice of Cloud again, isn't he?
Yep.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy about that. I don't know how the rest of it's going to turn out. And they've also said it could be in parts as well. So in episodes or such. So
yeah.
I don't know how they're going to go about that. That's going to be interesting. I've been debating in my mind, where they're going to end, I don't know, part 1, etc. Maybe it could just be where they do discs, like they did the discs, but who knows? Yeah. That might be too much content. So it might be more than 3 parts.
One thing that you just reminded me of with them adding things, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in the most recent interview with Nomura, he said he was considering putting parts of the compilation into 7 itself.
Yes. Remake. Yeah, I heard about that. That would actually make some sense if it could do it. If it could,
especially
like,
Crisis Core.
Yes,
Yeah.
If it could flesh out the story a bit more to the first time player, I mean, the story could be, it just gets so convoluted, it gets so confusing.
And they don't really.
I mean, sometimes, I mean, I tried to. Even last time I was trying to play it. I mean, I was still confused, and I've played this game like 7-8 times now.
They don't really go over Zack's story that much in the original 7. So you're thinking like, oh, Cloud had this one random guy's memories. What does this mean?
Yeah, it just feels like he was like an afterthought. Really, it was just like, oh, it was just a random dude who just broke him out. Yeah, cool, fine. Oh, he's dead. Never mind. It just felt like he was glossed over. So we should actually have a look at the future of KupoCon. I know personally that I don't know what I'm going to do, but I feel like I'm kind of chained to this event. I mean, they've got me doing blood packs and stuff to go to every event. So though Vancouver was standing, but we shall come back to that at some point. We're not even in 2019 yet, but we actually, by the time this podcast does go up, we will be in 2019. So it does seem a bit appropriate, actually, to talk about the future of KupoCon. So we're all going to the bigger Pom, yes? Even Jordy, yes?
Yes, yes, Jordy. Just say yes.
It's easy. It's easy. Y-E-S. Yes.
I feel like I'm being kidnapped.
You will if you say no.
Oh God. Okay.
Guys, you kind of kidnapped me at Pom Saucer, so
yeah, it's Jordy's turn.
Yeah, it's Jordy. So we should all just take turns in getting kidnapped. Yeah, cool. Right, sorted.
So this is the kidnap gang now. Gotcha.
Yes, this is a kidnap gang. We are not Knights of the Round Pom. We are the kidnappers of the Round Pom. But yeah, we're all going to the bigger Pom. I know I'm going to Pom X. Would any of you guys consider going to Pom X, or would that be a bit too far for you guys?
I am too poor.
Yeah, it's a little.
I would love to see you guys come to England one.
I really want to, and if I were to come across a large sum of money, definitely.
Exactly.
Right. So all we need to do is just replay Grand Theft Auto 5 and just like
take some tips and tricks.
Take some tips and tricks. Look at the heist skills. Take some notes and
moving on from kidnapping to robbery.
Go rob a bank. I mean, I could be technical support because I can't technically.
Oh, the Legend of Zelda skills. Break some pottery.
Yeah. So we'll get you there, Kev. Yeah, but I would love you. Oh, it would be great if you guys could I mean, I know it's very, very difficult. It's a long way to go. I know this even myself, but it'd be great if I could see you guys. What about Australia? Would you guys even consider Australia?
Oh yeah, that's a further no.
Like, how long did it take you guys to get there? Because for me, it would actually consist of 24 hours of travel just to get to Australia.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, that's so far.
Well, break my record of 10 hours going to Seattle. But yeah.
I'm looking to expand my traveling horizons, so yeah. I'm hoping.
I'm just literally, I don't know what it is, but about KupoCon, just one day, I think it may have been when I was deciding for Toronto or not for the first time, a light switch went off in my head, and I was like, screw this, life is too short, let's go, make some memories, go see new places, see new people. Yeah, I don't want to sit at home and just keep fretting about if I should go or not. So maybe I'm going to pass that advice on to you guys.
If there is a UK event in 2020,
yes,
that's even greater possibility.
You probably look at me and think I know things. I can probably almost guarantee that there will be an event. In the past, there's been at least 1 or 2 events in a single year for UK. At the moment, there's. Hold on, let me think. Next year there are 2 events. This year there have been 2 events. So I would say there are at least 2 events. Now I'm not too sure. I wouldn't know where they'd be going. Personally, I'm just going to throw it out there. Alex, if you're listening to this, I'm begging you. I'm begging. I'm literally begging you. Just come to Manchester, okay? Just come to Manchester, and these lot can stay at my place. They don't even have to fork out for a hotel.
I'd be game. Come on, Alex.
Yeah,
Wink
come on,
wonk.
Alex. Yeah, please. Like I mean, you can't really understand my position. I was absolutely devastated when we lost out to Birmingham. It was a very close ratio. Like 45-55% ratio for the vote. Very gutted. Very gutted. I was campaigning to get to the presidency for that vote. Okay? So Alex, this is my plea to you, mate. If you are listening to this, please come to Manchester I think I've actually said to him, I've said this to Alan, I've said this to a few people at the event. I will not volunteer until he comes to Manchester. I'm holding him to ransom.
Volunteer.
I would be a volunteer at Manchester. I will not even lie. I won't even vlog. I will do my best. I will represent my city at KupoCon if it came to Manchester. And there are plenty of places in Manchester you go to. And not to mention Manchester is the biggest city in the world.
Is it?
Well, it's the home of Manchester United, so it must be.
Neo.
Sorry. You guys don't know football.
Yeah, we know fake football with the pigskins.
Yes. I was gonna say that's the football I know too.
You guys know soccer, don't you? It's sorry, soccer over there. Sorry guys, cut soccer. So yeah, can you guys just see yourselves? Can you see yourself going to Vancouver? I think we touched upon this before.
That's the one I'm trying. That's
Yeah.
with my traveling expansion. I'm gonna do my very best to get to Vancouver, but there's no guarantees.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I think it's going to be like Toronto again. It'll be a few days, and then I'm going home. I'm even forsaking my 30th birthday week to try and see if I can go.
This will be your birthday.
Well, PomX. Okay, let's see. PomX will be my British birthday party, so I guess I can have Vancouver as a stateside party. Yeah, I'm back down for that. Okay, I'm going. So can any of you other guys? So I know we're all going to the bigger Pom. So can any of you guys? Oh, are you driving right now?
Yes,
I think so.
we're back in the car.
Oh,
Is
they're
it
in.
too loud?
They are on a. No, I was going to say like you're on a road trip. They're on a road trip through Michigan. So exciting!
Yeah.
So exciting! 10 out of 10. Would recommend.
I'm deporting her.
He's deporting me.
Oh.
That's not exciting.
Yeah.
Or it's extremely
It
exciting.
is what you make it.
Exactly. So would the rest of you guys like consider going to Vancouver?
Yeah, I definitely would like to try to. I'm not sure if it'll happen, but I really want to try to go.
Do I even dare ask Jordy?
So photographer Eric is trying to convince me. He's like bribing me with like love and hugs and cookies. And he's like, I want to go volunteer to be their photographer again. I need you. You have to come.
He really enjoyed it. We had dinner the night like after the day event, before in between day and night event, and we had dinner and oh god, he really enjoyed it. Like he was just saying, like he was recalling his story about how he was just down there taking photos and somehow he just got roped into being a volunteer like on the spot, and that was how he managed to do it.
What a lot of people don't realize is that Eric and I, photographer Eric and I, we did a Final Fantasy panel at one of the local conventions. That's how I met him.
Oh, really?
So I convinced him to go to KupoCon. Indirectly responsible.
Ooh. I like these stories. I like these stories a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And Lindsay.
But as long as Alex... Oh.
Nope. Go. It's okay, Kev. Go.
No, it's okay. I was just saying, like, as long as Alex goes East Coast ever again, no matter where it is, whether it's Toronto again, whether it's Newark again, with biggest Pom, or anywhere East Coast, I will be there 100%.
Oh, definitely. East Coast I can do. Like, it's great. I recommend it a lot. Yeah, actually, it'd be very interesting where he goes East Coast next. Well, when I say he, I mean the event goes East Coast next, because you could feel the general disappointment when Alex said that they weren't returning to Toronto next year.
I was devastated.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm a little sad, not gonna lie.
I think for me personally, I've been to like a lot of places the past 12 months, but Toronto, even though it's like my second time, Toronto, So far, it's my favorite place. It's my favorite place in the world I've ever been. Excuse me, what?
Your wife lives there.
Exactly. I mean, I wasn't going to mention that. My girl's there. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. And the Hilton's a beautiful hotel as well.
Well, I guess that's the main reason he's not going back, though.
Oh,
is because the Hilton slashes our wallets in half.
yeah. I mean, I couldn't believe when we actually went on the escalator this time to actually, do the King. I was like, oh, they're not going to let us back in.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, I think it was a similar story when we did Kinga at the Royal National Hotel in London, and we ended up going outside, and I think I remember him. Yeah, we ended up going outside, and it was actually—I'm not even joking. We ended up doing it outside. It's in my vlog. It's in my vlog. One of my vlogs. Okay. It is in one of my vlogs, by the way. So you will find this in a vlog somewhere. It's in the vlog section of my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/AmiPlays, which you're totally listening to right now. Yeah, it's definitely there. And do you know what the strange thing was? Actually raining outside. It was like the stars had aligned, and it was raining. I was like, what? Yeah, that was
the rain.
Exactly. We were summoning the rain by playing Calling for Rain and doing the Kinga outside. So like, yeah, you get the song going. You start the conga, which is kind of the ritual dance. You get outside and boom, the rain's falling. It's fantastic. I mean, I don't know why we haven't done it outside any of the other events, but hey ho. So yeah, I think we better wrap things up there. I mean, God, I've kept you guys prisoner here for so long that I think you're going to be going off there like, yeah, that Amy, she's a right bitch, isn't she? It's like, how dare she? She's kept us here for like an hour and a half here. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So shall we totally ditch her at the next KupoCon? Yeah, let's ditch her.
To be fair, we all volunteered for this.
Volunteered is a very strong word.
Held hostage at gunpoint. I mean, what? Mm-hmm.
Oh, I recall you like actually jumping at the chances. Yes, podcast. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I volunteer as tribute. Yeah, I just want to say,
I have fun.
Yeah. Did you all have fun?
Of course.
Yeah, definitely.
It's been fantastic.
Terrible time.
Damn, y'all had a good time. Well, I hope you two get to your destination wherever you go. Where are you guys going now, actually?
So essentially, she picked me up from Jake's so that we are going on a mini girl road trip to London so I can catch a train back home to Toronto. Woo!
Wait, you're going to London? I'll tell you what, I'll get the next train down.
Wrong London, girl. Wrong London.
You're telling me there's more than one London? I feel like someone's lied to me.
Less cool London.
Yeah, thank you for taking your time out your busy schedules to come and basically, talk to me because I'm very lonely. But yeah, we are going to wrap this up, guys. So, God, it's going to be weird. I mean, you guys would be up for another podcast maybe in the future, right?
Of course.
I feel like we should do one. We could do a couple, but I feel like we should at least do one just before the bigger Pom. Get the hype going. Board. We could get the hype going for sure.
And we could get more. We could get the whole Knights of the Round Pom. We got to go big or go home.
Oh, we gotta go big. We gotta go bigger. That's what she said. I'll let you know what I teased before. At the wee Pom only, Alex, I swear to you, I am not saying anything. These lips are sealed because he's trusted me with a few things, and I kept the secret last year. So you guys are gonna break me. Remember the KupoCast, and I freaked the fuck out. Well. This little secret is probably bigger than that.
You are rubbing the salt deeper into the wound, girl.
Oh damn! Yeah. Oh yeah. I literally I don't have one. I figuratively have a salt container, and I'm just like spraying it all of your faces right now.
As I said, salt of the white tears.
That KupoCast reveal broke me. Seeing you freak out and not knowing what's going on.
Anyway, just like going back down to nostalgia memory. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you very much again for tuning in, and thank you for listening to these weirdos go on about KupoCon. I mean, I don't know where I plucked them out from, but they just seem to crawl out the woodwork. So yeah, I think you should just thank them as well for being here. And I guess we're gonna wrap up. So I guess I will see you guys in Facebook Messenger, for the next 6 months, plotting, scheming, and revealing stuff that's going to be happening after it's happened to Weepom.
Of course.
Of course, yeah. So, yeah, we're going to go. Thank you very much for listening today. I have no idea how long it'll be, but we'll see how it goes. So if you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a like rating. Hit that like. You want to hit that that thumbs up button.
Button.
Hello?
Hit the like button.
Bye, Felicia. If you want to hit that subscribe button, this is us. And if you've enjoyed it, click that share button. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Share it with your next door neighbor. Share it with your next door neighbor's dog as well. I mean, who knows? They might actually like it. Share it with your kid as well. If you're like Kevin here, the sound of my voice could soothe your baby into a nice deep sleep. Or, just unleash the rage with him. So, yeah, if you all guys want to say goodbye, we are going to get going.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye. And the next podcast will be up soon. I'm not too sure who we're going to get this time, but we'll find out soon. So thank you very much, guys, once again for the millionth time, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.
Hey,
Isn't that such a sexy eargasm?
He is.
Yes.
Please don't distract me while I'm driving with that kind of voice.
You may hear it like a couple more times.
Please don't kill me.
Are you Skynet, Craig? I need to know beforehand.
Well, I do know that I'm never going to tell Craig to leave again.
Lesson has been learned.
Or at least just don't tell me to fuck off.
that could also be a thing.
If you do it nicely, he won't leave. He'll just say how far. Because baby, it's cold outside.
Oh, don't even tell me that. I forgot the word. That song's been under controversy just lately for the lyrics. And I thought, hold on. I'm like, wait, why is this just started again? How old is the song now?
Right.
The whole controversy is hilarious. I'm like, it's such a song.
I've seen people get angry that there is controversy about it, but I've never actually seen anybody complain about the song.
It's one of those fake things that are just trying to get people riled up.
Exactly.
Right.
Like the gender neutral Santa thing. It's like, that's not real. No one cares about that.
Yeah. And like Apu getting removed from The Simpsons, like the voice actor is like, yeah, I'm not leaving. I don't know what everybody's talking about. Morning.
Wait, it's morning where you are?
No, it's 2 in the afternoon. I was wishing Craig a good morning. He sounds like he just woke up.
It's like he's come out of his server and he's just opened up the mainframe and he's like, good morning. Now recording.
Wow.
Like, here we go, another day of this.
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby, oh.
Oh baby.
Oh baby, oh baby. Wait, what?
Oh.
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 Oh my.
Oh my. You got to throw in the K at the end.
So where are you and Lindsay now, Jordy?
We're at Woodward Avenue.
Somewhere in Michigan.
We are currently in Royal Oak.
Royal Oak, Michigan.
Ooh, it's not like Royal Oak. It sounds like a pub. Well, actually, where's Tom?
To the pub.
To the pub.
So I don't know. Oh, in the cemetery. I don't know that I would call this a fancy club.
What?
Oh.
this podcast got
Anything can be a pub that you make it.
Just got very grim.
A little dark.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. So, you know what the drill is, don't you guys?
No idea.
Nope.
Excuse me, what?
No idea.
No idea. You just turned around and said this when you got on. Oh, this is what we're doing, right? Do this. Right, cool.
Kevin didn't tell me.
Kevin.
What did I not do? What? Why is it my responsibility?
You sent me a Judge Judy gif, and that was it.
What?
She was telling you to hurry up. She was like tapping on her wristwatch.
All I'm going to say is baloney.
Oh, yeah, blame Kevin. That's what most people do.
Well, I feel like that's what we're going to be doing in this. We're just going to be pointing our virtual fingers at you because we can try and point our fingers at you, but I don't exactly know what direction we've got to point it at because, it could be anywhere.
I mean, blame Craig.
Blame Craig. Craig's a bot. Craig isn't human.
He joined the chat when he wasn't welcome and then fucked off.
But I had to take responsibility for that. That's me.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, then blame you.
Well, you could blame it on Kevin too.
Yeah, fair.
I absolutely agree with that. Yeah, I agree. But it's a bot. It's a bot at the end of the day, isn't it, guys?
Well, I mean, like, you've played Detroit Become Human, right? Robots can be sexy too.
That is going to be sexy. If only it could be a person. Yeah, if only it could be a person.
Robot lives matter.
Exactly.
Bot lives matter. Oh, I just heard somebody screaming outside, being stupid. I think people are still drunk from Christmas Day here.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Or it could just be kids. Probably kids. Probably drunk kids, knowing England.
Those are the best kind of kids.
I don't know. Are they?
I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't be.
Everything's better drunk.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I mean,
or everybody else is drunk.
Yeah, we can talk about drunk ground when we get to it, won't we? We're going to be talking about our drunkenness very shortly.
Oh God!
Oh God!
I just remembered drunk Kevin.
Yes. We're all looking at Kevin. Don't know where he would be, but we're looking at him. we're looking at him, and we're not quite sure if we're judging or we're actually praising him right now.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, probably.
We're drazing you.
Jeez.
We're rudging you. I don't know what do I go with this. Where am I going with this? So this is what happened, right? This is not so bad. Like, we've actually been just like talking for like 10 minutes. It took me at least half an hour to get the first one going because I was just talking shit with my friend Frankie and we just didn't get going, and we realized like, oh shit, actually we really should start this, shouldn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Might be for the best. Might be. Okay, so already still at the Royal Oak.
Yes, we are transitioning into a restaurant though, so
Yes, I'm a Firefox bitch. Deal with it.
I wasn't going to say
Fairfax for the win.
Oh,
Yes. Sorry.
we are transitioning.
We can hang on until you get into the restaurant. We can hang on for a few more minutes. We're good.
Long. There we go.
I'm one of those Google fanboys. I can't help it.
Talking.
I mean, I use Firefox at home, but I use Chrome at work.
Fair.
I use Chrome with Firefox as being a dick and just being generally slow. I can imagine somebody in the corner raising their hand and going, "I still use Internet Explorer."
Get out of here! You're not allowed.
It's like she doesn't even go here.
Didn't Microsoft even ditch Explorer? Like, don't they have a new browser now, the Edge?
Yeah, Edge. I've never used it personally.
Wait, what happened to Chrome? Is Chrome being phased out?
Chrome?
No, Chrome's Google. I use Google. I use Chrome.
Chrome is a thing. Yeah, it's a thing. We're talking about Internet Explorer, which nobody's favorite browser.
Yeah, not even Microsoft. Like, not even the creators of Explorer like Explorer anymore.
Are you two sat down and comfortable?
Not just yet. I forgot to lock the door.
Oh, that would be unfortunate.
Yeah, we're in Michigan. We gotta lock.
I mean, the crime rates have just recently gone up by 10%. I mean, yeah, we should totally lock.
Oh, whoa, that's very specific.
I mean, I could have turned around and said 69%, but that would just be too lewd. Hey, be too lewd for the podcast.
It's so true. The closer you are, the more you want to actually have that door locked.
You lock that, baby. You lock it. How can you be tired? How?
I'm exhausted.
I am 5 hours ahead of you. I should be exhausted.
The future is obviously much calmer and not tiring.
No, secret is I'm actually drinking some caffeine right now. I'm drinking Pepsi Max right now. Just trying. It's keeping me going.
I'm just drinking tea. There's no caffeine to be found here.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I should be the one drinking tea here since I'm British, but nope.
But you don't like
I
tea.
remember, no tea, no coffee. I don't do them. Don't do drugs. Kids, don't do drugs. Don't do tea.
I love tea.
Same here.
I like tea. I like it a lot.
Tea and coffee are like my sole liquid intakes.
Yeah.
Oh, and alcohol, but
The less said about that, better. we saw your dance moves in that vlog.
I'm excited for more drunk Kevin in Buffalo.
Oh God.
God. Yeah, you guys need to video call me. You need to video call me. I'm doing it next month for you guys as well. I might even video call you from Paris the following weekend as well.
You can hear? Okay. We are.
It'll be really loud.
Yeah. We are not quite inside. We are waiting, but we are attached to headphones, so you should be able to hear us, and we can hear you.
Well, that's
You're
fine.
much
I
clearer.
mean, this is actually a little bit clearer. Yeah, you're right.
Okay then. wait, say something.
I said a word.
Hello.
Oh, this
You
is
can hear Lindsay?
fantastic. This is I can hear it a little bit better actually. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, well then.
I was driving before, so.
True.
This is going to make such good bloopers at the end. It's going to be great. It's like, and now over to Jordy and Lindsay, and they're in a restaurant in Michigan. Take it away,
a cemetery
guys.
before this restaurant.
It's like, Jordy, what is the weather like there at the moment?
I feel like I'm like the roving reporter with Lindsay. It's like, all right, let's camera action. So we're on the streets of Michigan interviewing people about their opinions.
At a cemetery.
At a cemetery. Because why not?
What do you think of the controversy surrounding Baby, It's Cold Outside?
I understand that you're currently grieving, but we'd like to get your opinion on this song. Dark.
God darn it. You sure you're not being ravaged by snow at the moment?
I mean, it's a balmy, like,
50 degrees.
I don't speak Fahrenheit. I was gonna say like 8 degrees Celsius.
Fahrenheit.
I speak Celsius. Yeah, hello, my friend.
Oh, wait. It's
I don't speak Celsius.
I know you don't. You poor American.
44 degrees Fahrenheit.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't convert.
I don't know what is Celsius.
I don't even know what kilometers are.
Me no comprendo.
Oh, Kevin. Oh, Kevin.
Kilometers are hard.
Oh,
They are.
Lindsay. Oh, Lindsay.
If you're not used to it, they're hard. Miles are hard,
Thank
right?
you, Lindsay.
I sometimes just forget that a mile is a thing. So we're at a balmy 6.66 degrees Celsius. So we're the number of the beast.
Holy moly,
amazing.
this is like the devil incarnate.
You were just at a cemetery.
It is me. So.
It is 10 degrees Celsius here right now. It's very mild here, which is fantastic. It's been good all day.
Sorry, you don't get your white Christmas.
I accepted that. It's Michigan, and you don't get what you want. You just get what you get. You just
Get what you get.
It sounds like New York.
Right?
Because we're surrounded by lakes, so you're like, oh, we're gonna get snow, and then it's like, no, you're not getting snow. And you're like, oh, it's gonna be a beautiful day. Haha, bitch, it's blizzard time.
Because a gentle breeze can change all of that. Because rivers.
Yes.
This is Americans and Canadians for you.
I'm a little outnumbered.
Yeah.
I feel very outnumbered.
I was going to say,
I mean, you're
doesn't
less
just rain
outnumbered than I am,
24/7 over there?
I don't know. I also just heard a firework outside. What? It's not.
What?
It's like it's not New Year yet. Calm the fuck down, neighbors. Put your fucking fireworks away. Jeez.
Oh yeah.
Put your fucking fireworks away.
Yeah,
I heard them last night.
it rains quite a bit up here, but it's not been lately, which is very, very strange. I think
It's okay. Canada's been getting all your rain. Thank you.
Yeah. So like, I left in your Canada. What the fuck? Your Canada.
Your
is what I'm
Canada.
guessing. Your Canada is getting the rain.
My name is Amy, and I give you rain.
You could say that Canada was calling for rain.
I already told you it's your fault we got the rain because somebody came over and forgot to take her rain with her.
Oh, how dare she? How very dare she? I mean, who is this? Who is this individual that you speak?
I don't know, but if they sound pretty spiteful, and that's pretty awesome.
Amy buses the rains down in Canada.
I give you Canada, the Kevin version.
The Kevin
The Pipple version.
Remix. We can't.
Oh, so what you guys eating? I want to know what you're eating.
We're still waiting to get in.
It's a really it's like a super trendy restaurant in Royal Oak. It's called Vincetta Garage, and it's actually a restaurant that was built into what used to be an automotive shop.
Oh,
that explains the garage part.
Yeah, so it's got like the garage doors, and you go inside. You get to they serve you food in oil trays.
what?
I'm getting the full Detroit experience here. I don't know if I'm going to become a human, but I'm getting the full experience.
You haven't gotten mugged yet, so
I haven't gotten mugged. You're right. Okay, well, next time. I'm here in January for like a week.
Next time?
Well, if you see an individual called Marcus and he looks too beautiful to exist, please send him my way.
Does this Marcus
You gotta join his rebellion.
I think he's from that game.
Yeah.
Oh, Detroit becoming okay. Detroit
There you
becoming-
go. She gets it.
I got it.
Got him.
It's okay.
I am
It's
so
like
out of it.
10 seconds later. It's okay. I swear.
How much of Detroit have you played, Amy?
I've played for it twice. I've done
nice.
I've done a mostly good ending for the first part, and then the second one, I was pretty much a dick all the way through.
Oh, I got the perfect ending my first time, and then I just
Really?
haven't played it since.
I thought-
Yeah, everyone lived. Luther lived. Everyone lived.
Fucking hell. I got really well, and then Luther and Alice died, and I was fucking devastated.
Alice died?
Yes, I know.
Oh, no.
I picked some pretty bad choices.
Let's walk in tandem. We can do this, girl.
But the second time, I got everybody killed, apart from Connor, because
Got everybody killed.
But apart from Connor, because Connor just comes back every time.
Right, yeah.
So I've been streaming the progress, and it literally only took like an hour and a half to get everybody killed in the last stream, and I was just like, oh great, what the fuck do I do now? There's some extras, we can watch them if you want. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, I hear music.
Yes, we're in a waiting room now. Well, waiting room.
You waited to get in the waiting room, and now you're waiting.
Well, it was really loud in the waiting room, and there was a bunch of people talking. So.
Yeah.
No, sorry, we're on a phone call.
We're already getting funny looks. This is great.
Tell them tell them something. Tell them something awesome. Like you're recording.
Tell them you're famous. You're YouTubers.
Yes. Tell them that you're recording a podcast right now.
We're famous podcasters from Podcast Life.
I think half the population of Royal Oak is podcast.
Tell them you're recording an episode of PlayCast. You're
Maybe you've heard of us. We're from PlayCast.
No,
We're really, really famous.
You know, Amy, the most famous Twitch user there is. Yeah, we're collabing with her.
Yeah, AmiPlays. I mean, have you heard of her? She's this crazy bloody bitch who just keeps traveling the world and racking up so much debt.
I was going to ask Amy, how are you going to afford to go to Sydney?
How am I going to what? Sorry.
How are you going to go to Australia? How are you going to do that?
I've already got a plan. My 30th birthday is next year, so I'm going to actually be brave. So it's the cards are lined up very well for there. So that's my first
Very
year.
nice.
So might as well kick it off in style. Well, actually, I say kick it off in style. I'm going to London later that month, so it might not be quite in style. You know, to Pom
I'm hoping I'll be able to make it to Vancouver.
Oh,
I'm gonna try.
This is what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if I'm not going to be able to go to that one. I do want to go.
No.
I'll make it work. I can make it work.
Because I was going to say, if I'm going to be doing it, you got to do it now too. Because it'll be the first time flying by myself.
Well, thing is as well. Like I think I've got a friend over there who said I could crash there as well for free. So I should be able to. Yeah. Mm. No worries. Take your time. It's not like I haven't got all day. I've got all day. Not like I'm in work tomorrow. Oh, one of my Pokemon Go eggs is about to hatch. Woo!
Woo!
Oh,
I'm glad we got you absorbed back in there.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's cracking. It's cracking. Oh, what we got? I bet it's shit. I bet it's real shit.
It's gonna be.
Oh, it's actually okay. It's a Trico.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got a starter.
Yay! Now I'm just like, no, I have to go catch the Pokemon in my area.
Jordy and Lindsay are going on an adventure. Why can't you?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Don't worry.
What about me?
Don't worry. Oh, just that you're going on an adventure. Amy's going on an adventure too.
Yeah. Speaking of
You're gonna go
Amy.
catch them all.
Speaking of me, hello.
Hi, Lindsay wants me to tell you that at this place they have gluten-free buns. You should know.
And gluten-free mac and cheese.
And gluten-free nacho cheese.
What?
Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese.
Right. How much is it to get a flight to Michigan right now, and will they still be open by the time I land?
I mean, I feel like it's going to be a long flight for you, so maybe you would need to come tomorrow.
I mean, I'll start driving now.
But Lindsay says she lives right by the airport, so when you land, she'll come and get you.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, Queen.
Yeah, it's right here. Gluten-free mac and cheese.
Oh, man. I got another egg cracking. Oh, I'm a little bit spite. This Geo dude. Fuck off. Oh, there's a spike. Right. I swear I'm never going to get this buddy podcast done because now, like, we're waiting for you guys in the restaurant, which is absolutely fine. Now I'm just like, I'm back into Pokemon Go. Ah.
This is my Christmas gift to you.
Are you sure? Yeah. Thank you.
Right. Question is, will I get the spike?
Boink it.
Yes, I got it. Is it a new one? I think it's a new Pokemon. Yes, I got it. It's not a new Pokemon. That's shit. Yeah, that's shit. Never mind. I'll come off it now. If I don't come off it now, I will never come off it.
I'm still really upset that I don't have a kazoo.
I still have
You're still making me even more sad I don't have a kazoo.
Oh, Dad, have you not got a kazoo?
Oh yeah, I forgot. She was busy.
She was. Listen,
I was preoccupido.
You were ocupado? ¿Qué?
I was a little preoccupado.
Well, guess
No
what?
hablo español.
Well, guess what? I've got a few kazoos here, so if anybody wants a kazoo, I didn't get a kazoo. You got a kazoo from me.
Or Jordy could just go to Bigger Pom and get one there.
Yeah, Jordy.
Yeah, come to the Bigger Pom. Yeah, please, because I can't wait until nearly a year later to see you. I'm sorry, but that's just unacceptable. You good to go, Jordy?
Jordy, press the button.
Yep, I'm good.
You just keep those. Just make sure your phone doesn't turn off and keep your button ready. Wait, your button ready for the finger ready for the button, I should say.